Hello, dear viewers of Seniors Health Facts. After the age of 55 to 60, many people notice alarming changes. Their eyes tire more quickly, reading becomes more difficult, and letters and objects begin to blur in the dark. We often think, well, it's just age. But in fact, a lot depends on nutrition. Today, I will tell you about 5 foods that can help your eyes recover while you sleep. If you include them in your diet regularly, you will notice that your vision will stop deteriorating as quickly and your eyes will become more resistant to strain. When we talk about eye health after the age of 60, we most often think of glasses, eye drops, or surgery. But we rarely consider that we can help our eyes from the inside through nutrition. And if there is a berry that seems to have been created by nature for the eyes, it is undoubtedly the blueberry. Blueberries and their unique properties. Blueberries are known as the berry for the eyes for a reason. They contain anthocyanins, special plant pigments that give the berry its rich blue color. These substances improve blood circulation in the retina, strengthen blood vessels, and protect the eyes from the destructive effects of free radicals. Anthocyanins help the retina to better perceive light and adapt to darkness. Therefore, people who regularly consume blueberries experience a reduction in so-called night blindness, difficulty seeing at dusk and at night. In addition, blueberries are rich in vitamin C, which strengthens the capillaries of the eyes and reduces the risk of hemorrhages. Vitamin K and manganese help restore tissues and bones, which is especially important for older people. How blueberries affect night vision. After the age of 60, many people experience one problem. Their eyes stop adapting quickly in the dark. When you turn off the light in a room, it takes longer to make out the outlines of objects. This is not just an age-related change. It is a sign that the retina is not getting enough nutrition. Blueberries act as a natural night vision enhancer in this regard. Their active ingredients increase the sensitivity of the rods in the retina, the cells responsible for vision in low light. As a result, your eyes adapt to darkness more quickly. The risk of falling at night is reduced. Your eyes feel clearer even in dim light. Blueberries and protection against retinal degeneration. With age, many people face a serious diagnosis, age-related macular degeneration. This is a disease in which central vision gradually deteriorates, and a person begins to see blurry, losing the ability to read and distinguish faces. Scientists have proven that regular consumption of blueberries reduces the risk of retinal degeneration. This is all thanks to the same complex of anthocyanins and antioxidants, which prevent eye cells from being destroyed by oxidative stress. How to eat blueberries for your eyes. 1. It is best to eat them in the evening so that the active substances work while you sleep, when tissue regeneration occurs. 2. Fresh or frozen, freezing preserves almost all of their beneficial properties. 3. Jam and compotes are delicious, but less beneficial due to the sugar content. It is better to use dried blueberries, which are brewed like tea. Dosage: 50 to 70 grams of fresh or frozen blueberries per day is enough for your eyes to start receiving noticeable support. Folk recipe for nighttime vision restoration. In the old days in Russia and Europe, blueberries were used not only as a berry, but also as a medicine for the eyes. It was believed that if you drank an infusion of dried blueberries in the evening, your vision would become sharper the next morning. To do this, a handful of dried berries were poured with a glass of hot water, infused for 15 minutes, and drunk before bedtime. Today, we know that this worked thanks to concentrated anthocyanins, an added bonus for the whole body. Blueberries are not only good for the eyes, they improve memory, support heart function, and slow down the aging process of cells. Therefore, they can be called the berry of longevity. Blueberries are not just delicious forest berries, but also a real night doctor for the eyes. Regular consumption helps older people adapt more quickly to darkness, improves visual acuity, and protects the retina from damage. And the best part is that you can eat them in any form, fresh, frozen, or even dried in tea. Fish, salmon, sardines, herring. When we talk about eye health in older people, the topic of omega-3 fatty acids almost always comes up. And it is fish, especially species such as salmon, sardines, and herring, that are a real treasure in this regard. With age, vision gradually loses its sharpness. Some people begin to see letters blurring, others experience dry eyes, and many experience deterioration in night vision. All this is associated not only with natural aging, but also with the fact that the tissues of the eye lose their ability to retain moisture. Metabolism in the retina slows down, and the capillaries begin to supply the eye with nutrients less efficiently. And this is where fish plays one of the key roles. Omega-3 is fuel for the retina. Omega-3 fatty acids, namely EPA and DHA, are part of the cell membranes of the retina. They support its elasticity, the speed of nerve signal transmission, and resistance to damage. In older people, a deficiency of these acids is directly linked to the risk of retinal degeneration and even the development of age-related macular degeneration, a disease that gradually steals central vision. Studies show that older people who eat fatty fish at least twice a week have an almost 40% lower risk of retinal degeneration compared to those who completely avoid seafood. Salmon is the leader in DHA. Salmon is rich in docosahexaenoic acid, DHA. This is not just fat, but a building block for eye and brain cells. DHA helps improve the transmission of signals from the retina to the optic nerves, which means that the image we see becomes clearer. In addition, salmon contains a lot of astaxanthin, a red pigment that has powerful antioxidant properties. It protects the eyes from ultraviolet rays and free radicals, which are particularly harmful to the vision of older people. Sardines are a vitamin battery for the eyes. Sardines are small fish, but they are extremely beneficial. In addition to omega-3, they contain a lot of vitamin D and calcium. Why is this important for vision? Vitamin D reduces inflammation, including in the blood vessels of the eyes. Calcium, together with phosphorus, strengthens the walls of the capillaries that nourish the retina. Incidentally, sardines contain more vitamin B12 than most other foods. A deficiency of this vitamin often causes eye fatigue and impaired focus. Herring is a popular choice for eye health. Many people underestimate herring, considering it to be just another fish. But it contains an excellent ratio of omega-3, vitamin E, and selenium. Vitamin E slows down the aging of eye cells and prevents the destruction of collagen in the lens. Selenium works in tandem with vitamin E to enhance the antioxidant effect. This reduces the risk of cataracts in older people. Another important point is that herring is affordable and cheaper than salmon, making it an excellent choice for your daily diet. How fish affects night vision. One of the main signs of age-related problems is a deterioration in the ability to see in the dark. This is associated with a vitamin A deficiency and a decrease in the function of the rods in the retina. Regular consumption of fatty fish helps too. Improve blood circulation in the eyes. Provide the cells of the eyes with the necessary lipids. Restore the protective layer of the tear film, which reduces dry eyes, which often interfere with night vision. How much fish should you eat after the age of 60? Ideally, 2 to 3 times a week. It is best to cook it in a gentle way. Bake it in the oven, steam it, stew it with vegetables. Frying in large amounts of oil destroys some of the omega-3 and can negate the benefits. A little advice: if you can't afford salmon on a regular basis, include herring and sardines in your diet. They are cheaper, but just as beneficial. And to preserve maximum vitamins, eat them not only canned, but also freshly prepared. In conclusion, we can say that fish is not just a product for the heart, as we are accustomed to thinking, but a real shield for the eyes of older people. Salmon strengthens the retina. Sardines provide vitamins for clear vision, and herring protects against cataracts and dry eyes. And if you make fish part of your dinner at least a couple of times a week, your vision will be preserved much longer, and your night vision will stop deteriorating so much. Carrots. When it comes to eye health, the first thing most people think of is carrots. And that's no coincidence. Carrots are indeed one of the main vegetables that help maintain vision, especially in older people. But if you dig deeper, it becomes clear that carrots are not only beneficial because of beta-carotene, which we have all heard about since childhood. They contain a whole complex of substances that have a comprehensive effect on the eyes, helping to slow down age-related changes and even improve night vision. Why are carrots so valuable for the eyes? Their main secret is beta-carotene, which is converted into vitamin A in the body. Vitamin A is a building block for rhodopsin, a special protein that helps the retina capture light. This is why people who are deficient in vitamin A often experience so-called night blindness, when the eyes lose their ability to distinguish objects in twilight or darkness. But the benefits of carrots don't end there. They contain lutein, a carotenoid that protects the retina from damage. It acts like natural sunglasses, filtering out harmful blue light. Zeaxanthin, another protective pigment that accumulates in the central part of the retina, the macula. It reduces the risk of age-related macular degeneration. Antioxidants prevent damage to eye cells by free radicals. For older people, carrots are not just a vegetable. They are a real shield for the eyes, helping to slow down vision loss and maintain clarity of vision even after the age of 60 to 70. How to eat carrots correctly to restore vision? Many people think, I'll eat raw carrots and my vision will improve. But there is a nuance here. Beta-carotene and lutein are better absorbed in the presence of fats and with light heat treatment. Braised carrots with butter or sour cream are a great way to increase the absorption of carotenoids. Carrot cream soup is easy on the stomach and especially beneficial for older people. Carrot juice with a drop of olive oil is a vitamin drink that supports the retina. It is important to remember 1 glass of juice equals 2 to 3 carrots. Therefore, it is not worth overdoing it. An excess of carotene can stain the skin orange. But in moderate amounts, it is simply a powerful natural remedy for the eyes. Carrots and night vision. Carrots are particularly important for restoring vision during sleep. Vitamin A actively participates in the renewal of retinal cells. When a person rests, their eyes recover, and it is at this time that the body uses stored nutrients. If carrots are included in the diet, the chances of the eyes being less dry in the morning and vision being clearer at dusk are significantly higher. What to combine carrots with? To enhance the effect, it is best to combine carrots with other foods that are good for the eyes. Fish. Omega-3 helps incorporate vitamin A into cell membranes. Nuts and seeds. Fats and vitamin E enhance absorption. Greens. They also contain a lot of lutein. Thus, adding carrots to dinner, for example, in a stew with fish and olive oil, is an ideal dish for eye health in older people. Carrots are not just a vegetable for the eyes, but a veritable storehouse of substances that protect the retina, improve night vision, and help older people maintain clarity and brightness in their world. The main thing is to cook them properly and combine them with healthy fats. Then, even after the age of 60, you will notice that your eyes are less tired in the evening, the letters in a book do not blur, and it becomes easier to navigate in the twilight. Dear friends, we have taken a journey into the world of foods that can take care of our eyesight, even when we are asleep. We started with blueberries, a small berry that is rightly called a superfruit for the eyes. They protect the retina from damage, shield the eyes from free radicals, and improve night vision. And the most amazing thing is that their effect is most pronounced when the body is at rest. At night, the cells undergo a process of regeneration, and blueberries enhance these natural mechanisms. Next, we talked about fish, salmon, sardines, and herring. The omega-3 fatty acids contained in these gifts of the sea nourish the cells of the eyes, support vascular health, and improve blood circulation in the retina. This means that the supply of oxygen and nutrients to all structures of the eye is improved. That is why people who regularly eat fish have a significantly lower risk of age-related eye diseases. Then we remembered carrots, a product that everyone has known since childhood as food for the eyes. And this is not a myth. It contains beta-carotene, which is converted into vitamin A, which is necessary for clear vision, especially in the dark. Without it, the eyes tire more quickly. Dryness and a feeling of sand appear. And with regular consumption of carrots and other orange vegetables, you literally help your eyes breathe freely at night while the body renews itself. If you combine all these products together, you get a real nighttime vision restoration complex. Blueberries act as antioxidant protection, fish strengthens blood vessels and cells, and carrots provide building material for visual pigments. It's like a three-step protection system. One product supports another, and together they create the conditions for long, healthy eye function. Now imagine, you go to bed, your body relaxes, your heart beats more evenly, your breathing becomes calm, and it is at this time that the substances you obtain from these products during the day or evening begin to work. They penetrate the cells, repair damage, and protect against future problems. And in the morning, you wake up with a clearer, more rested look. Many people believe that vision deterioration after the age of 50 or 60 is a natural process that cannot be prevented. But this is not entirely true. Yes, age plays a role, but diet and lifestyle can slow down and even stop these changes. What's more, if you regularly consume the foods we talked about today, you will notice real improvements. Your eyes will tire less, contrast will improve, it will become easier to read in low light, and your night vision will become more reliable. Think about it. Is it worth ignoring such simple and accessible steps for the sake of eye health? Blueberries are available fresh or frozen almost all year round. Fish can be included in your diet at least twice a week. Carrots are one of the cheapest and simplest vegetables. These foods do not require special conditions, are not expensive, and are not miracle supplements with questionable effects. They are natural foods that have been proven by time and research. Your eyes are your windows to the world. Without them, you lose the color of life, confidence, and independence, and we can really help our eyes stay healthy longer. Remember, everything you eat today will affect your vision tomorrow. Every serving of healthy foods is a contribution to seeing clearly, reading your favorite books, watching movies, walking at sunset, and greeting the dawn without squinting or straining. So give yourself a gift. Include blueberries, fish, and carrots in your diet. Do this regularly, and your eyes will thank you. Take care of yourself. Take care of your health. And remember, restoring your vision starts with simple habits. And most importantly, it's never too late to start.